And out in the garden for the first time this year with our wine taster, David Whelan. Beautiful day in Dublin. Hope it's nice around the country as well as we head into the weekend after yesterday's Lollaporic.
Absolutely.
And great value wines for the weekend.
And this week I rode into Super Quinn, so watch out, multiples, I'm roaming the country.
All right.
And, you know, what I found was they're actually in transition, so they're about to set up their French wine sale, so they're halfway between two sales, but these wines were on promotion, and once again they were ticking the box.
Very good.
€8 or less. So the first one is the Rare Vineyards Uni Blanc. Uni Blanc is a grape that we never come across really, and yet it's very, very widely planted over in France. And what it tastes like, if it's well made, is a good Sauvignon Blanc.
So it sniffs that way.
Yeah, so it's lovely crisp, citrusy, aromatic flavours to it. And the good news is it's €6, and I guarantee you, if you like Sauvignon Blanc at €6, you will be thrilled. You'll be thrilled by this wine. And it's 11.5% alcohol, so it's not heavy on alcohol as well. So it's well balanced. And what I love about it most of all is it's 2010 vintage, so it's screamingly fresh, and that's why we want you to drink it. It's not a wine to to stockpile over the next couple of years. Just drink it over the next 6 months, but at €6 definitely ticks the box.
All right, moving on.
Moving on, no sales seem to be complete in Ireland without having a Macon Looney or a Macon Village on promotion. And this one I thought looked very, very...
€8?
For €8, I thought it looked very dapper. This is made by the Cave de Looney, very, very big producer of Macon Looney wines. 2009 vintage, good vintage in Burgundy. So once again, with this wine we have 100% Chardonnay and classic stone fruits, nice fresh acidity on it. I found there's a slight green edge on the finish, just for me. So, but at €8, I think you'll find you won't go too far wrong.
Indeed, indeed. Now onto the reds, are we?
Moving on, and now for the reds, we're jumping into the Rhone, and this one is coming from the Côte de Ventoux, and it's called Cristia. And what's interesting about this one is Dominic Grignon, the man behind this, actually owns quite a big estate in Chateauneuf-du-Pape, well, a small estate, but he makes good wine in Chateauneuf-du-Pape. He doesn't own the fruit, but he's actually making wine from the fruit sourced in the Ventoux. 09 was a good vintage in the southern Rhone, and with this you've got a very chunky wine. And what I have to say with people is, do drink this with food. If you drink this on its own, you will not like it so much. It's got lovely tannins. It's a big, chunky stew-style wine, and at €7, I think you'll be well pleased if you like a gutsy southern Rhone style of wine.
Nice rustic meal on Saturday evening with a good bottle of this.
And rustic bread, some brie or whatever, and you'll be absolutely thrilled yourself. Now the last wine is a wine of contention. And it's a wine of contention because, I've actually met so many people in passing. I've actually sampled this to 6 different people. And when I was picking it off the shelf in the supermarket, because I actually buy these wines myself, so it's totally independent, a lady who I actually know came and said, oh, I love that one, I got that in the last vintage. Very good. Now, what you get with this is, it's a Cabernet Syrah blend. It's a 2009 vintage, and it says it's oak aged. And unquestionably, you get notes of vanilla coming from the oak. Unquestionably, you get black fruit character, so it's like Ribena. It's a lovely black fruit. Big syrupy wine. Yeah, very easy to drink and absolutely delicious. And 6 out of 6 people I sampled this loved it. All enjoyed it. All enjoyed it. I found it a little bit sweet on the finish for me, so I have to stake my hand. But 6 out of 6 people I sampled it absolutely loved it. And again, coming in at great value. €8 as well. Okay, this is fantastic. The amount of value that's we found in supermarkets. So, and I think that's the whole treat. And I say these are purely sourced by going in, looking at what's on promotion, and say if you roam and you buy carefully, there is good value. And this is not actually on the sheets, but actually. I was wondering, what have we got some champers here? I'm not sure if it was a bin end of the supermarket I went into, but this one I actually found on promotion at €12 for half bottle of Paul Roger. So that was just which would normally the full bottle would be anything from 27 to 35, depending where you are. Maybe more. Even a half bottle would be in that range. So that was particularly good value. But in terms of tip of the day, I felt the Uni Blanc, €6, very, very... Sorry, I was just putting that in my back. I was just putting that in my back pocket before I go back to Super Quinn. Wonderful stuff, $12.99. And then I really love that, but I say it's not for the faint-hearted. And if you want a really easy, drinky, all-rounder wine, I think you definitely will enjoy this one. You can't go 6 out of 6 people enjoyed it. That's the one we're looking at at the moment. Perfect. Okay, so what next? I mean, what's going to happen? I think is some of these supermarkets are going to say, "Watch out for Whelan. Whelan's en route." So I'm not sure. Will it be Aldi? Will it be Lidl? Will it be Super Value? I'm just roaming the country and I'm just rolling in. Which is brilliant. And you can bring us some great value wines, which is absolutely superb. Why are we getting such good value? Is it partly because consumers are looking for bargains and suppliers know that? Or is it just a glut of wine? I think it's just the pressure on the market, and the supermarkets are desperate to sort of draw attention into the supermarket. So that's what it's all about. Good value out there, big time. All right, excellent stuff. David, thank you very much. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the rugby on Saturday evening.